Hey guys, so tonight I wanted to make a quick video. I was gonna advertise it first, but I was like, nah, because then that kind of gave you guys time to do like your own research and see what other people are doing. So I just thought like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, we're just gonna do this. So tonight I'm going to show you guys how to do a skull candle spell. So before you freak out, I know that the skull candle looks very scary and intimidating, and I know that it looks evil. However, it is not. It's not evil. So what the skull candle represents, at least what it represents to me, is the human head. So in hoodoo, people will call this head work. And basically what the main use of this candle is to influence someone's thoughts. So you can use this to sway people's decisions. You can use this to just influence their thought. That for tonight's purpose, since February is coming up, I wanted to show you guys how you can use it to make your crush think about you, how to make your crush think sweet thoughts of you. I would recommend this for like beginning relationships. I wouldn't really recommend it for relationships that are kind of already established and are more mature. If you feel like your partner is swaying from you, or if you feel like your partner isn't being as sweet to you, then that would probably call more for sweetening work, which kind of has a longer lasting effect. This is just kind of where you just kind of want to be on somebody's mind, and you want for them to think about you. And so I would only recommend it for like a situation when like you're crushing on someone. So of course, like you'll need your basic things. Like as you can see, I have my incense going. You can use a come to me incense, a forget me not incense, or just any love incense that you want to use to represent the air element. I have my candle going to represent fire, and then my glass of water to represent water. And I've already smudged, like I've talked about this in my other videos. Like I've already done a lot of prep work before I started doing this, because I just wanted to kind of get to the point. But I've already smudged everything. I've smudged all of my materials and myself before I began this work. I don't have a specific target. I'm pretty set in the love department. And no, I did not cast a spell on my partner. I didn't have to, because I'm just naturally wonderful and lovable and sweet. So no, I didn't have to do all of that, in case you're wondering. And okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that you're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to hollow out the bottom of the candle. And I hope that this isn't going to be very difficult. So this actually might not not work very well. Usually there's already like a hole on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this in time. So we're gonna be here all night, because the wax is just kind of hard. So instead, because what I was gonna do is, because traditionally what you'll do is you'll hollow out the bottom part and make like a hole. And what you'll do is you'll put your name paper and wrap it up in like some love herbs. If you have your target's hair or any like personal items, you can wrap it up in the petition paper and then stuff it inside, and then you would melt the wax over it to seal it. And that's how you set the intention that you want to do head work for for that specific person. So instead, we're going to improvise, which, you know, in this you'll learn how to do. So instead, what we can do is we can just write our target's name on the paper and birth date if you have it. So So something like this. So you see just John Doe and then the birth date. And then what you can do is, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, you're also gonna need a love oil. This is literally a love oil that I made tonight. I'm kind of gonna just because this is for like tutorial purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and use it now because I don't have a specific target. But if you're interested in a love oil, this love oil that I've made, let me know and I will definitely put you on a list. I'm waiting to see how this marinates and how this is gonna sit after about a week or two, because I've added more things in there and those herbs need to like release their scents and their properties in them. And of course I want to be proud of everything that comes from my hands to yours. So before I give this to you, it needs my full approval. And it just needs to be absolutely perfect in my eyes. I don't want to just give you things that are rushed or that I just, you know, made up off the top of my head. So a love oil, and what you can do is just kind of anoint the corners of your paper. And then we're gonna leave this off to the side for now. Next, what we're gonna do is we're going to dress our our skull candle. So you'll get your love oil and put it in your hands. And then making sure that you're dressing upwards. And then as you're dressing the candle and as you're rubbing the candle, make sure that you're speaking to it as if you were speaking to this person. So you would say, John Doe, my name is so and so, and I really like you and I really adore you, and I want you to think sweet thoughts of me. I want you to think loving thoughts of me. I want you to think that I'm beautiful. I want you to think that I'm sexy. I want you to ask me out on a date. I want you to think that I would be a perfect partner for you. And I want you to think sweet thoughts of me as I think sweet thoughts of you. And I want you to crush on me as I'm crushing on you. And then you can even like give it kisses, hold it to your heart, and just really infuse it with that sweet energy of as if you were really talking to this person. Traditionally, what people will do is they'll work their head candle, their skull candle, over a period of 7 days. So before they even light it, at the same time, every single night, whenever you have time, what they'll do is they'll start on a Friday so that they end on a Friday, because Friday is ruled by Venus, which is a perfect day for love magic and love spells. So you can start on a Friday, and you know, if you want to do that, that's traditionally what people will do. They'll do what I just did over the period of 7 days and infuse it with that intention, and infuse it with prayer. Oh, that smells so good. And once you're done, or you can just do it once, whatever calls to you, whatever. Let your intuition guide you, because those are your ancestors, your spirit guides. Make this your own. So whatever comes to your mind, just go with it and flow with it. You can even also work like the eyes. You can say, you know, John Doe, when you close your eyes, I want you to see me. I want you to picture me naked. I want you whatever you want your intention to be. because the eyes are connected to the head, so you can also work the eyes, and work the head. So after that, now we are going to sprinkle our love herbs onto the candle. So what I've done is I've kept it kind of simple. Actually, I forgot my OS recorder. So I won't tell y'all everything that I would originally use because, you know, I want to help you guys and I want y'all to do these things on your own, but I don't want to give away too much of my secrets because eventually I do want to start spell casting for people. So I'm kind of doing this so that you guys can help yourselves, so that you guys can, you know, trust in your own magic. But so what this is this is orris root powder. Orris root is a very good root for love drawing and love magic. So it's definitely a must-have in any love ingredient that I have. So you'll sprinkle that on there. And then I also have a mixture of rose petals and lavender. They're not sticking on here. I didn't put enough oil. So if they're not sticking, then you can add more oil. You mostly want to make sure that they stick to the head, and if they fall, that's okay. You can kind of make a surround it with. You can also surround the work with your mixture. Make like a circle. So once it's good and dressed, that's normal. It's gonna, you know, fall. It's not really gonna stick a lot, but just try to get them to stick as much as you can. Or I was kind of just doing this for demonstration purposes, so I didn't really grind up the herbs enough. So just make sure that you grind them up very fine so they're more powdery so they can stick, and make sure you have enough oil on there so to do so. And then next what you're gonna do is you're going to put the name paper underneath the candle. Or if you're able to get like a personal concern, which would be like hair, nail clippings, I don't know, anything. If you're able to get your hands on that, you can do that. You can put it underneath the candle as well. And then what you'll do before you light it is you'll kind of set your last intention. You can say a prayer. I'll usually start with like an Our Father, a Hail Mary, and I'll say, you know, after that, you would just continue to say, John Doe, tonight I declare that you will think sweet thoughts of me, you'll think loving thoughts of me, you'll ask me out on a date, you would think that I would be a perfect suitor for you, you would think that I would be a perfect partner, a perfect mother to your children, like whatever intention it is that you want to set. and then you will say, and then before you light it, and you just say, as I light this candle, it is so. And that is the last thing that you'll do. Now what you'll do is you'll just let this burn for, hang on a second. So interesting, look at that, it didn't even light. You know why that is, right? Let's try again. So this is actually a very good opportunity to talk about flames and how you can tell if your work is successful by the way that your flame behaves. So for me, you know, my flame, you know, didn't really light in the beginning, and you can see it's kind of low and weak. It's because I have, just like, this is just for demonstration purposes. It's perfect. I'm not really focused. I don't really have a target. I don't really have a specific intention. So that energy reflects in the flame. It knows that this isn't a real spell. This is just kind of something that I want to demonstrate for you guys. So it'll go out, or it'll have a very low, weak flame. It's starting to build up again. If you happen to do this and you notice that the flame keeps going out, the candle will not light, no matter how many times you light it, it's almost like it starts up and then it dims down and it goes out again. That means that your target has a protection around them. They have protection. Their guides, their ancestors, their protectors are sensing that you're trying to do some type of work on them, and they're not going to let it happen. So at that point, I would just back off, let it be. It's not meant for you. It's not meant to happen. And because you do not want to cross those lines with somebody else's ancestors and somebody else's guides, because they're trying to warn you. And if you don't heed the warning and you continue, then you can do a lot of damage to yourself, and this could really could backfire on you. So pay attention to the signs, and be confident, set strong intention, and yeah, and that's it. One thing that I did forget to mention, and I told myself that I was gonna write all of this down so that I wouldn't forget, is before you light the candle or before you even dress it, you can even carve the specific things that you want the person to think into the candle. So, you know, you could say like, ask me out. You can like write your name, so just say like, Frankie is beautiful, Frankie is sexy, Frankie is, or like your name, so that you can illustrate those thoughts being written on the head. That's actually something that I would prefer to do. Or if you just have like one specific intention, you can just write it on the name paper that we wrote down on the bottom, and that will be fine as well. So that is your Valentine's Day love magic. If you have any questions about this process, or want to know more, or if you guys want me to do like another one, just let me know and I will do that. But that's it for now. Bye.